Okay, there aren't a ton of practical examples for why you would use match on its own, but it can be helpful in certain instances. So I'm going to try to give you a practical example of how I would use this for large sets of data, because mastering match is so important to being able to use its all-powerful, beautiful sister function, index match. My favorite function of all time. So let's master this so that we can get to the fun stuff in a video coming up. So match at its core finds the relative position of an item within a specified range. It literally just returns the row number. That's it. So let's talk about how we could use this. In my practical example, I have a list of all the sales I've made over a year. And I need to show my investors or my auditors why they're seeing this jump in revenue at certain places. So we went from, this $1,000 average revenue to $6,000 at the end of the year. And I want them to know that that is because we've introduced new products. So in this example, I am going to be creating an email to send to my investors to explain this to them that has the new services that we started offering, the date that they were created, which is just information I just know, and the row where they can find this information in this list of sales because it's so long. So I'm going to type in my row finder equals match, and I want to match this name, so this service name, to wherever it lives in this list. I want it to be an exact match, meaning I want it to say exactly database management, which means I'm going to put a 0 at the end. So it's going to go match, what I want to match, where I want it to match to, and whether or not I want it to be exact or if it can be lenient. The leniency we'll get to when we get to index match because it can kind of be helpful in certain situations, but almost always you're going to go with exact match, which is going to be a 0. So we're going to close our parentheses, hit enter, and we can autofill with command return or just selecting that little check mark. And now when the auditors come in here, they can go, oh, database management's in row 91. Okay, let me scroll down here. Here's the 90s. There's the first instance of it. Laura Walker sold it. She's going to be my virtual assistant for that. And that's where this product came in. I can take it one step further, which I would in this case, which is using concatenate to make some text for an email and drawing that down. So now I'm pulling the row number into these sentences saying database management is available for purchase after this date, refer to row 91 and beyond, and so on for all 8 of my new products. I'm going to copy that information. I'm going to pull it over here and send an email that says something like, we've expanded our product offering, which you'll see in the impact on our bottom line. And then I can just paste this here like this, paste it in and format it, for an email, something that looks probably better than this. But yeah, I could just now send this email that has all of the stuff we added, the dates we added them, the rows where they can find them. I could link them my sheet, and boom. Now my investors, my auditors have an easy way to search for what's changed. Again, it's not a super practical example, but it does get the job done, and it does help us practice with match so that we can use index match really soon. Stay tuned for that video because the fun is about to be had, but master this first.